Hello, welcome to All Villa, No Filler. Please like and subscribe. Subscribe if you're delighted that Ollie Watkins just scored one of the greatest headers you will ever see in your life. My goodness, do we have a world-class striker? Can Ollie Watkins finish? Can Ollie Watkins, can he hold it up? Can he? My goodness. Harry Kane is looking over his shoulder going like, I wish I could finish like him. Well, maybe not. I mean, Harry Kane he's top. He's one of the best strikers ever. But my goodness, Ollie Watkins, England's number 2, and that is saying something given the standard of attackers that England has. Well, my goodness, I've just been on the Claret and Blue podcast with Dan Rowlinson, a lovely guy, brilliant podcaster. Go check that out as well for a reaction on there. But I'll do a quick one here as well. Aston Villa 2, Bournemouth 2 at the Vitality. It's becoming a bit of a problem, this, where Villa are conceding goals early away from home. It is a pattern that we need to get away from because it means that we can't control games and we're always having to climb mountains, and we're giving the opposition team the opportunity to sit back, hit us on the counter, and just turn it into a wild affair. Those early goals are a problem, and we have got to stop conceding them. We conceded one at Newcastle earlier this season, Liverpool this season, Tottenham last week in the 20th minute, Nottingham Forest we conceded one early, and now a Lechia Warsaw away. And we've done it again today. And the most frustrating aspect of it was that the goal we conceded in the 9th minute, Villa were in cruise control. We actually started the game very well, I thought. And I thought, hey, we got this today. We can outplay these, get an early goal, and we can get away from them quite quickly. Instead, Diego Carlos makes a big mistake. I was fuming, and I don't usually get angry. I think I'm a rather calm character generally. If I was in the 70s, I'd be hanging out with hippies at Glastonbury before it went mainstream, thinking I was cool. But I was pretty angry because I thought it was a really unnecessary pass. There was no ball on there. I don't know why he did it. Maybe just a lack of game time, lack of match practice. Maybe was just what led to it. But we gave ourselves a Mount Everest to climb yet again away from home. And after that goal, in fairness to Villa, we fought our way back into the game very well, and got the goal we deserved through Leon Bailey, who was fantastic today. Brilliant goal. Leon Bailey was our most consistent player today. I thought he was our best player. I thought every single time he got the ball, he did something with it, threatened Bournemouth. I don't think they were able to deal with him, and it was a goal that he fully deserved. Leon Bailey, for a long time, we were asking, could he find that consistency? Well, ever since the Everton 4-0, where he got a goal and assist this season, he has been consistently excellent for Villa. What a fantastic turnaround from him. I'm delighted to see it. Never have I been more happy to be proved wrong on a player that I did wonder whether he was good enough to ever find that consistency for us. He's found it. And away from home as well, because that's been another question about him. He does it at home, but can he do it away? He was key for Villa today. Excellent goal. And then soon after that, Villa, we get a second goal from Diego Carlos, but it's given offside for Luca Dean's toenail being off. Again, the angle wasn't convincing to me, just like the Tottenham game where Ollie Watkins was given offside. Again, both angles, I don't know whether those lines are fully accurate enough, to be honest. The angle wasn't good enough to my eyesight. And I think automated offsides are the answer to that. And it's going to save you 5 minutes of standing around waiting to work out if it's offside or not. Just get the automated in, sorted, done. But I think I would say I don't think Villa reacted well to those 3 or 4 minutes where we're standing around waiting, because Bournemouth came fully back into the game and it just went wild from there. Wild West. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid of a game. Ball out. What was happening a lot? Semenyo should have been given a second yellow, should have been a red card, pulled back the Villa player. I think it was Bailey pulled back. Stupid from him, and it would have been soft, but it was a booking. Should have been a red card. And anyway, he was causing threats all day, and we have the best goalkeeper in the world. He bailed us out 3 times today, I think. Massive save from Semenyo in the first half. He tipped over. 2 absolutely incredible saves from Zielinski, who's becoming a right player. I tell you what, I didn't think he'd ever turn it on in the Premier League. 7 goals now for him this season. Another great finish from him today. He's well done to him. He's really come alive. Well done. I'm pleased for him. But not pleased he scored today, of course. But 2 massive saves from Emi Martinez from him. My bloody hell, God! The Aston Award winner. He's the best goalkeeper in the world. Like, what is it in this country that every time I hear the best goalkeeper chat come up, it's like, yeah, Alisson and Edison. Like, have they all just forgotten that Emi Martinez, or is it because he plays for Villa? He's unbelievable. Anyway, look, but then at the end of the second half, Villa got more control. Massive save from Neto to stop Douglas Luiz scoring. But at the end of that half, I felt like Zaniolo had to come off. Wasn't his day. He struggled. You're not getting out of play. You're not making him a scapegoat. He just struggled. It's not happening for him at the moment. Things broke down with him. He take an extra touch. He needs a goal. It's just not happening for him at the moment. Happens to players, doesn't it? It's happened to Bailey before. It's happened to Watkins before. But he'll find it. He's a quality player, and it will come to him at some point. But it didn't happen for him today. Second half, again, Villa started well, but then Bournemouth pressed us well. Iraola, very good coach, Basque manager. You know, look at Unai Emery. I think that's maybe someone he can try and emulate in time, and I think he can. I think he's a very talented coach. Bournemouth's press, they made it very difficult for us to play out. They're one of the harder this season. They've been one of the best teams in the Premier League at winning the ball back high up. The problem is that when they won the ball back high up, they've been one of the worst teams at scoring after it. Today, they won the ball back high up for the first goal, scored. Second goal, put Emi Martinez under pressure. It goes long. Bailey doesn't win the header. The Bournemouth player wins it, dashes forward, ball into Zielinski, turns, good finish. So they're getting better at winning it high up and scoring. They've done it twice today. But then it reminded me a little bit of the Forest game. Villa had a lot of possession, bit chaotic. Every time the Bournemouth broke, you feared the worst. And final third, we didn't look like we were going to create much. I think it was great to see Ramsey and Moreno back on the left. I just think they offer a bit more dynamism. Both of them coming back into fitness. I think Ramsey looked a bit off the pace in the second half. Wasn't his best day, but you give him the benefit of that. Of course, he's a quality player. He's just going to have to work his way back into fitness. The two things that concern, well, three things: early goals conceded in the centre, where it just feels away from home. We get outfought sometimes, and we just get a bit lost in there. And again today, it didn't feel like we were building anything through the centre, going out wide, and they were defending it well. And it wasn't until Moussa Diaby knocked in an absolutely fantastic ball to Ollie Watkins. And my goodness, what a header from Watkins. Look, I think a lot of us are going to be disappointed we only got a 2-2 draw at Bournemouth, because we look at their league position and they're not doing well. But they had a new manager come in, a new system, and the toughest opening to the league, right? So they started very badly, but they've then gone and won 3 and 4. They're now 3 and 5, nearly 4 and 5. They beat Newcastle at home. Nick Pope had to make countless saves in that game, and it could have been 5-0. Honestly, to Bournemouth in that game, they've just gone and battered Sheffield United. Not that that's hard, given everyone seems to be doing it at the moment, but they're in good form. And I think that Bournemouth, with that little pokey ground they got, that little pitch, there's going to be a lot of teams that go there this season who aren't going to find it easy. I think there's going to be teams who go there and win, obviously. They won't concede early stupid goals. They'll control it like Villa were doing and get an early goal and get away from them. But there'll be other teams who go there who do concede early, some top teams as well, who will not get a result. And big result for Villa. Villa of the past don't get a draw after going into the final 5 minutes, not playing that well. We're not going to get a result there. We did today. We got the draw, and it was crucial that we didn't lose. Crucial. Because if we had, you then got City and Arsenal coming up, and then you got tough fixtures coming up this month, Brentford away. You're starting to look at those games then, and you're fearing it a bit. You're like, oh, this could turn quite bad now, but we got the result, and it gives us more momentum going into this week, doesn't it? Massive goal from Watkins, that. And I think we might look back on it in time. We might look back on it in 2 months and think, do you know what? Bournemouth are a good side now. They've got a top coach. They play good football. That's turned into a really good result. But We have to find a way to get more control away from home, and we have got to find a way of stopping conceding early. We really do. That's a task for Unai Emery to work out. Is the professor? I'm sure he will. Up the Villa, City and Arsenal to come. Bring it on.